Hey everybody, it has been nearly 2 weeks since I went to San Diego to do some thrifting, which was so exciting and such a good time. A mini 1 day thrifting vacay, as it were, and I have a great haul to show you. It took me a long time because as soon as I got back, everybody in my whole house got sick. Finally starting to feel better. That's how long it took. And going back to work after spring break, of course, takes up a lot of time. So I'm finally ready. We're going to go through this. When I flew out there, I had a big suitcase and a little suitcase, and I put the little one inside the big one so that I only had to take one through the airport to get it checked as a checked bag. Um, but I did fly Southwest, which means I got two free bags so that just in case if I found enough to need two suitcases on my way back, I got two free bags. And that is exactly what happened. I ended up finding exactly enough to fit inside one big one and one little one in my time in San Diego. So if you happen to see the short that I made, my very first day there, I only actually picked up 3 items from regular thrift stores. I hit a couple of just regular Goodwills and a couple of local thrift stores and ended up only picking up 3 things. The markup was pretty incredible on a lot of stuff, even things that weren't selling incredibly well. If they were that label, Nike, some other labels and things like that, the markup was just too much for what they were going to be able to resell for. So I picked up 3 things, and then the next day I woke up early and I hit the San Diego Goodwill bins, and I had some incredible luck, and I'm excited to go look through it because I know there's already things that I've forgotten about, and I'm excited to remind myself what it was that I found. So let's crack right in, and we're going to start with the little suitcase. And so, yes, a lot of this coming out of this suitcase is going to be very wrinkled and will get cleaned up as needed. So, the very first thing coming out is this men's Hawaiian shirt. It has these cool sort of coconut buttons that are also engraved or detailed. This is actually, the tag has worn off, but it is 100% silk. So silk shirt. This is one of the things that I found when I was digging through the bins in San Diego. Let's see if it says on here where this is from. Nope, it doesn't say, but it does have some extra buttons on the inside. So 100% silk men's button-down Hawaiian shirt was a great find at the San Diego bins. So a little storytelling while I was there. These looked like vintage Miami Dolphin pants. These could be pajama pants. It says Nix on the back, Nixz, and it has the Miami Dolphins logo, and they kind of look like hammer pants with the Miami Dolphin colors. Drawstrings here. So we'll do a little bit of research. The tag is pretty worn down. They are a size extra large. And people like their sports stuff. So as football picks up again, the Dolphins were pretty good last year, right? Next up is this cute little mustard dress. This is from Hidden Alley. Not sure if that is a good brand yet. It's new to me, but this dress was in really good condition. It's kind of little cottage core, buttons down the back. It does have pockets. It's really soft, sort of summery. I feel like cotton, maybe even linen blend. Let's see. 100% cotton. So very light, airy, and cute color. Pretty popular color. And little dress. Next up, I did find quite a few band items. The Dirty Heads. This is a full zip, lightweight hoodie. Little DH on the front. Does have the thumb cutouts here. And the tag is like super worn down. So I'd have to see about doing some research about when this might be from, but it's in great condition. And I know people like their band items, right? It is missing the drawstring from the hood, but in otherwise fantastic shape. So these things I got when I was digging through. I made another short when I was there. It was a really quick one because I was having so much fun. I didn't want to spend that much time filming. But the bins in San Diego were very different from the bins where I'm used to. They did have all the regular big blue bins, but they never did a single rotation. The building was huge. They had pallet auctions going on the other side of where the rotations, or where not the, no rotations happened, but where the bins were. And what was separating us was these large black sort of storage bins that were filled to the top with piles of clothes. And the way that they were opened, it kind of was like your own individual bin, which I had never seen anything like that before. And some people, a lot of people were digging through the big blue bins just like normal, and then people were kind of switching off, going to these sort of like individual giant stacks of clothes. So I got onto one of those and I went from top to bottom, and it took me an hour and a half maybe. I did do a little looking around in the regular bins as well. I found a lot of shoes, which I'll show as we continue. But it was amazing because I had never had that experience where you kind of get to be by yourself. There was only enough room for one person to stand and dig through the clothes. So I went from top to bottom. I made piles of nose outside of it and then threw them into the bigger bins to clear the pile because it was almost as tall as me, and just worked my way down and found all these great things that I'm excited to see again because, like I said, it's been about 2 weeks and I forgot about a lot of these things. So enough jabbering about my experience. I will tell a little bit more about it because it was a different experience, especially when I was checking out because I was used to my bins. But we'll get there. Let's see a few more pieces. So this great, I don't know, the color's not picking up well, but it's a forest green, a dark forest green, and it is an Everlane, and it's a Renew piece. So they're using recycled materials, but it's, you know, this sort of nice sweater pullover that's nice and warm. And what size is it? It's a large, so that's great, right? A large size in Everlane in this great color should sell fairly well. People do like these green colors, even if I gotta wait a little bit till fall, since we're moving into summer, I'm fine with that. So this one is, I'm actually not even sure. I think it's Garage. And it says made just for you by Garage, and it's GRG. So I'll be looking it up. The reason that I did end up picking this up was because it's a nice snap button, and it does have these like marble buttons, like countertop marble, that are snap buttons. So it's not even just a pearl, it's like these marble, which is really sort of different. And then the cute polka dots. Everybody likes a little polka dot. So snap button, marble, and it is a size medium. So I thought that would do fairly well, and I'd do some research. A lot of these brands were new to me, but again, when you're at the bins, you kind of can take those risks and see if these are going to do well, and then if they end up not doing well, you didn't spend a ton of money trying to figure it out. You just learn, right? Learn whether or not you want to pick it up again. So this was actually maybe a self-pickup. I love the moon, like so many people. And so when I saw this, I thought that might be a cute little pajama top. So I might try this and keep this for myself. Otherwise, I will try to resell it. Moving right along, we're just going to finish up the last few pieces of clothes that are in the big suitcase, and we'll finish the video with all the shoes that I had found there. So this I thought was a really cool find because I happen to like corsets. So this beautiful lace corset, this black lace, this is so heavy, you guys. I can't even tell you, like, this weighs a couple pounds because this is metal. Those clasps are real metal. It is heavy. Okay? The chains, all these things, all these little round things have little crests on them, and these metal clasps in the front, they are heavy. The back has this great lace up all the way down, lace up detail. It says it's size 28. I know the top, the pleather, is like not in great shape, but I think it kind of just plays into the look of this because it's very like piratey, and I can't imagine a pirate having like perfect, right? Things are gonna be a little bit out of place, or you know what I mean, like grunged up a little bit. So even with that imperfection of the top, I still think this is gonna do really well, especially for people that like to do kind of like cosplay stuff. All right, so next up, and one of, I guess there is a little bit more clothes down there. So this was a polo by Ralph Lauren, size small, navy blue, just sort of classic pullover. Like I said, Ralph Lauren does really well for me, and it usually has a good sell-through rate at a decent price. This is a size small, but it's in really good shape. It feels good. It is soft. And I think it's going to have a nice little turnaround. This was another band piece. Like I said, I found a few. Led Zeppelin. Lightweight. Does say the sun's, or what is it? The song remains the same. The tag just says Led Zeppelin. It could be a concert tee, which would be fantastic. I don't know if it's that old, but we'll do a little research, right? Everybody loves reverse Google. I think this might be one of the last band things. Classic Rolling Stone, 1975 US tour. The Rolling Stones. That would be, again, amazing find if this was a actual vintage. I don't think this is a vintage tee, but we'll do some research. Those are both size small. A couple more pieces. Oh, nope, I lied. There's another band piece. Some Sublime. What else would you expect to find in San Diego? I recently sold a Sublime hoodie, so I think this should do fairly well. This is a men's size small. So there's some band tees. These shorts are Eddie Bauer, just some cotton, nice men's cotton shorts, very sort of nautical with these drawstrings that go like that, right? Long shorts, Bermuda shorts. I don't know if that's what they're still called, but they're in really good shape. They definitely remind me of like a resort, a cruise, you know, dad shorts for sure, but they're in great shape. And a couple more. Oh, these are, we'll do this one first. Disney, right? Again, might have to wait until winter, but cute little Minnie Mouse snowflake cut out with the castle. I thought this was really cute. Just a Hanes sweater, eco smart. Okay, but it is a size medium. Okay? So I might sit on it for a little bit, right? We're not really in sweater weather as we're moving into summer, and this feels like somebody maybe have just ironed that on. But, you know, cute, and once we hit the holiday season, combining holidays and Disney, can't go wrong, right? Okay. This one, it does have a hole, but I was so excited because it was my first time finding this ever. First time ever finding Aviator Nation, right? I found this in one of those, that big personal bin that took me so long to go through. This was hidden in there. I saw the rainbow. I was like, ooh, that looks cool. Looks like a nice hoodie. It's on the back as well. And then when I opened the tag and I saw the Aviator Nation, I was like, ah, right, that silent scream that every reseller wants to do when they find something amazing. This does have a hole in next to the pocket down here on the seam. So I could either try to fix that myself and then note that there was a hole that had been fixed. Or I could try to sell it as is. This is super soft cotton. I think I'll probably try to fix it so that I can sell it for a little bit more. But so excited, Aviator Nation, cute little full zip sweatshirt, right? Had to dig in this bin. I'm telling you, it was one of the first times that I'd ever been like, ooh, it's kind of dusty, right? As I'm pulling through all these clothes and getting towards the bottom of the bin, especially. It was very, very different. Oh, this little sweater, again, I might be waiting until the holiday season, but look how cute. These snowmen, this is like a heavy sweater, full zip, green with all these little snowmen, and with cottage core and granny core being so popular. The back is this cute little birdhouse. I thought, I don't ever really pick up Croft and Barrow, but something about this sweater made me think, you have to. You couldn't leave this there. You couldn't let this go sit in a landfill. This is a little work of art. So I might be sitting on this, but I feel like come Christmas time, this is going to do really, really well. And we're coming down. I have 2 pieces of clothes left. The second to the last one is this jacket. Kind of has the houndstooth multi-tonal colors. The boyfriend blazer. Did this have a name in it, or did I just like the stuff? So it is a Friedberg Nordstrom jacket. And let me see if I can find a size down in this pocket here. Tag. Union made. Oh, that's good. Okay. That usually helps sell some things. So it's a union made Friedberg Nordstrom houndstooth blazer. And this was in the bins in great condition still. Probably need to do a little bit of research on that brand. But blazers, usually a good pickup. Might be sitting on it, like I said, until fall, but that's not a huge issue because I'm pretty sure with the pattern and the colors that it's going to do really, really well. Okay, so now this is the last piece of clothes. So I told you I wouldn't save it till the very end, just the end of the clothes. That I was so excited to find. I gotta go back to the little suitcase because that's where it was. So you could take your best guess. I'll show you the back first, and then I'll show you the tag. So this is what I saw sitting in the bin, and I was like, that's a very colorful, right? Colorful pattern. Here's a sleeve. So cool, patchworky, tie-dye. This side has floral print down the sleeve, right? Just very screaming at you from the bins. Look at me, look at me. And I was like, no, it couldn't be. It's a Jam's World, you guys. Jam's World. Again, the silent scream of like, how did nobody else? It's so busy in here. This was in the regular blue bins that people had been all over, right? I spent so long going through that single bin, just enjoying getting to dig through just by myself with my headphones on, like minding my own business. It was great. Then I had to look through the other bins, and this was just sitting. So I'm so excited to get some pictures of this and start looking up what this might sell for. Let me see if I can see a size. It says free size, color, freedom, difference, and love makes this garment. Treat it right. Jams World, USA. So I'll have to see if there's a size anywhere on here. I don't see a materials tag or anything like that. But so exciting. I can't wait. Like I said, I can't wait to snap some pictures and see what I really have, right? To do some research. So that right there made my trip, right? If nothing else did, that was an amazing, amazing find. But I'm not even done. I haven't even showed you the shoes yet, which I did pretty well on. So let's go ahead and jump in. We'll get through these shoes. So the first one, this pair of Sorel boots. These were doing really well, even though we're moving out, right? They were from January, February sales, but these tall boots, they're Sorels. This little flap being like the only thing wrong with it, and it's not even anything wrong, right? There's no holes. These had a good sell-through rate. They were selling for around $50. So again, might be waiting until the fall, but some great finds, right? This style of Sorel boot, tall ones, right? Tall boots always doing a little bit better, or can be sold for a little bit more, and they were in great shape. So happy to find both of those. My Goodwill bins, I guess I've been very spoiled. Rubber bands the matches of shoes together. So sometimes they get separated and you have to do some digging to find the pairs. But overall, you generally, if you can grab one, you get both. And this was not the case at the San Diego bins. They were all over the place. There was about 8 different bins of just shoes, and they were mixed in like crazy. So I feel very, very blessed to come back with what I did, because it took a minute to find all of these pairs, right? The next up, these Toffel, I looked these up, has-beens. So these are Swedish has-beens, which sell for pretty good money. They have a nice solid wooden heel, and anything, right, that's sort of international, these are designed in Sweden, can do pretty well, right? You have to look it up. But how cute are these? Like super retro, which is always in style, right? Vintage looking little pink peep toes with some cutouts, ankle wrap, and again, like a solid wood platform. Super cute. They were selling fairly well and for good money on eBay. So I picked these cute little babies up. Had to, right? Next up, just some standard Uggs, but in fantastic shape. No watermarks on the toes, super soft on the leather still. Ugg Australia's bottoms look amazing. They are a size L6. So what is it, ladies 6? I don't know if they do it like that. But these look hardly worn, like brand new, or barely worn. Like those soles look so clean. And so do the tops. Like I said, when Uggs don't have that watermark on the top, you almost feel like they haven't been worn because they look this clean. So had to pick up those Uggs, even if it's out of season. Found a second pair of Uggs that actually, they're a 9. I might keep these. I'm becoming one of those people. But look how cute. Ugg on the side, brown, classic. They do have this spot on the toe, right? So not in perfect, and a little wear on the heel, but otherwise in pretty good shape. I guess the toe does have a little bit of damage. So that's making me lean even more towards, since they're my size, I might just keep these. It does get cold where I live, and these are cute to slip on with a pair of leggings or whatever. So these might stay with me, but a great find nonetheless. All right, getting down to it, there's just 3 more pairs. So this is a pair of Bogs, sort of ankle waterproof shoes, slush around, great brand. They're very substantial. It says waterproof on the tag. So I may be waiting because spring is coming to an end. And I know it rains in the spring, but also when it gets wet and rainy in the fall, I might be waiting for that now as we move closer and closer into summer. But a great pair of Bogs in excellent, excellent condition. These definitely have been worn, but in fantastic shape. And they are a size 9, a men's size 9. So, men's pair of Bogs. Great for outdoorsy people, right? I have a lot of people in my own family that like to fish and do that kind of stuff. Perfect for things like that. So, excellent find there. Next up, and my last 2, I'm so excited. These need a little love and tenderness on the leather, but they are a pair of Doc Marten boots, some women's Doc Martens in the actual sort of ankle boots. Okay. Leather needs a little bit of love. I actually, even on my way home, waiting at the airport, ordered some leather conditioner for this pair and another pair of boots that I'm about to show you as my last pair of finds from the bins. The bottom of these look incredible, right? The top wasn't taken care of well, but I think are going to clean up really, really nice. The inside has this cute little floral pattern, right? Like Doc Martens do amazing. And these are going to be in beautiful shape once I clean them up a little bit. And I might even do a before and after video on the Doc Marten cleanups. Oh my gosh, you guys, when I spotted these, I was like, those can't be Doc Martens, can they? Like, right on top? Did somebody put these back maybe because of the white on the leather, thinking they wouldn't maybe be able to clean it up? But, oh my gosh. So I threw these right into my bag because all I had was my IKEA bag because I told myself I had to be really limited. I had 2 suitcases worth of space. That is all you had, right? You have to be picky. Have to. And so when I saw these, I was like, okay, have to get those. That is a no-brainer along with the other shoes that I already found. And then the last pair of shoes is another pair of Doc Martens. Right? Like, what? This men's pair, steel toe. Again, the leather is going to get a little conditioning, a little cleanup. There's some spots I'm hoping I'll be able to condition out. The soles look freaking amazing, right? They look fantastic, like they were not worn all that much. Again, they were sitting right on top. I couldn't even believe what I was seeing. These have the bouncing soles. Like, are you kidding me? 2 pairs of Doc Martens on top of everything else at Jam's World? Like, you guys, this was an amazing trip. The pricing at the end was a little shocking. Not because it was crazy expensive. I spent a total of $89 at the bins. All of this was $89 in total, shoes and everything. But the pricing was not just by weight. When I check out at my Goodwill bins here, I can put my cart right up on the, oh my gosh, on the scale. Woo, had to pull that word out of thin air. Put my cart right up on the scale. They weigh it. They tell me how much it costs. I pay. I pack it up. I go. At this Goodwill, that was not what they were doing. So I got to learn something new. So they had me set all the shoes up on the counter, and then they kind of just guessed a price. So they said 5 for this one, 7 for that one, 8 for that one, 5 for this one. And told me how much it was going to cost. So I think the shoes in total was about $45, right around there, which isn't terrible. You saw what I got, right? Even selling one pair of those shoes might get me $45. So I think any of those pairs of shoes selling pays for all the shoes. Boom, just like that. So incredible finds on the shoes. Then they do the clothes. And I was like, so do you weigh the clothes? Well, no, we don't weigh the clothes either. That's on certain times or certain days of the week. So what they do is it's $27 per 15 pieces of clothes. So they count out 15 pieces, that's $27. If you have more, then they would do another 27 right at 15 if you have that many. If you don't have another 27, it's $2 per item, like no matter what. And then when they felt the corset, like I'm telling you, it weighs a couple pounds, it is heavy. They said that's $4, right? So they kind of were just pulling these numbers out. They weren't looking at the tags on anything, so it wasn't like that. It was $27 for the 2 piece, or for 27 pieces, and then $2 for every piece after that, and then $4 for the corset. So pretty interesting on the pricing, because they just kind of were pulling them out of thin air. And so after she was telling me what everything was going to cost, I was like, ooh, this is going to be over $100, which usually is fine, right? You're at the bins. But then she rang it all up and she says $89. And I left with the biggest smile on my face. I found these amazing things. I spent less than $100. It was amazing, right? And I flew out to San Diego. The reason I chose to do that was because I had miles on my airline, so pretty much got the tickets for free using my miles already. And then my credit card for my business offers me great perks on hotels and things like that. So I got a great deal on just one night at a hotel. It had free breakfast, right? You can't beat that. And then I did my thrifting. My credit card also has great deals on the car rental. So I got all of that, and I'm pretty sure that with just a few sales from these things, I will have paid off the trip and be working my way towards the next one. That's really my goal now, is to sort of keep this moving and start going to places that I've never been before. So it's kind of like a double whammy of I get to go do the thing that I really enjoy doing, I get to go thrifting, and I get to travel, which I don't always get to do, being that I have a full-time job and a family. So working in even these one-day trips, it was exhausting, but so much fun. I want to do it again, and I want to go to some places that I've never been before. So I get to sort of dip my toe in the water of these places, short and sweet, 24 hours or so at these locations, a little bit more, and then come on home and turn it around and hope that what I find funds the next one. So I have not listed any of this stuff because you didn't get to see me pull it out of the suitcases, but it has literally just come out of the suitcases. So I will be working on getting these things photographed, getting my research done, and getting them listed. So if you saw something you liked, message me in the comments or head to my Poshmark store. I always have it linked in the description as well. And let me know what it was you were looking for, and I will prioritize getting it listed so that you can take it home, because I found so many great things. Like I said, you'll probably see a before and after of my cleanup of those Doc Martens, both pairs of those, so you can see how they turned out. But overall, amazing trip. I'm so looking forward to the next one. If you want to see more content like this, go to my Poshmark store, buy yourself some of this amazing San Diego thrift haul, and send me on my next trip. Also, any suggestions on where I should go, I would love to hear it. Do you have great bins where it's not super crowded or you find some amazing things? Tell me. I might show up for a day and do some thrifting. So appreciate your time as always. Hope you're having a beautiful day and that you enjoyed my San Diego thrift haul. Have a lovely one. Until the next time.